the opening act of arrogance. The galaxy's elites loved their games. They called it the survival trial, a grand spectacle hosted every century. Species were chosen as contestants to prove their worth before the Galactic Council. The trials were cruel, orchestrated for entertainment. Alien overlords watched from orbiting arenas as planets became arenas of blood. This time humanity had not volunteered. We had been selected. A colony world bright, thriving, unprepared was chosen as the stage. With no warning, fleets of the Vathari descended, their ships blotting out the sky. Their proclamation was cold. Earth's people will fight. Their colony will be the game board. Survival is optional. Spectacle is required. Families fled to bunkers. Children were torn from fields. And entire cities burned as the aliens declared the opening round. The Vathari laughed in broadcasts, mocking our panic. To them, we were prey thrust unwillingly into their coliseum. They thought we would break. The mockery of the galaxy. In council halls light years away, alien dignitaries raised glasses of crystalline wine as the first feeds arrived. Humans scurrying like insects. Civilians screaming under fire. Colonial defense forces falling beneath superior weapons. The galaxy roared with laughter. We gave them tools. Let us see if they even know how to use them. Some species bet against us surviving even 1 week. Others wagered over how creatively we would die. The Vathari commentators mocked every desperate human act, calling us primitive, foolish, reckless. And perhaps for a moment they believed it. What they failed to grasp was this: survival is humanity's oldest game. The silence before the response. The mockery did not last. What the galaxy mistook for chaos was something older, deeper: adaptation. In the ashes of the first massacres, humans began to move, not randomly, not desperately, with intent. We built networks from ruins. Farmers learned to wire explosives. Miners crafted railguns from stripped machinery. Children carried coded messages across enemy lines. Every life lost hardened the survivors. Every defeat forged strategy. The aliens broadcast their jeers. Earth went quiet. And silence in human history has never been a sign of surrender. It has always been the pause before the storm. The first broken game. It began with a single strike. A Vathari cruiser, hovering smugly over the ruins of Caldera City, vanished in a sun-bright flash. The galaxy thought it an accident, until human voices broke the silence. This is not your game, this is our war. From then, the contest unraveled. Alien hunting parties vanished into forests where human guerrillas stalked them like shadows. Broadcasts of supposed human failures suddenly cut to feeds of alien corpses, their weapons turned against them. We hacked their drones, their comms, their feeds. Entire audiences tuned in expecting comedy, and were instead greeted with cold human eyes staring directly into the camera. The ratings skyrocketed, the laughter stopped. The gathering of Earth's wrath. What the aliens never anticipated was that Earth itself would answer. The Council had assumed humanity too fractured, too slow, too new to the galactic stage. They had forgotten that Earth's colonies are never abandoned. When the first distress reached Sol, the fleets moved. No deliberation, no hesitation. Dreadnoughts emerged from slipspace with silence, their hulls black against the stars. Carriers opened like leviathans, releasing swarms of craft. The sky above the trial world darkened not with alien warships, but with the banners of Earth. The galaxy watched as a message, simple and chilling, pulsed across every broadcast. The game is over. Retribution unleashed. The Vathari, drunk on arrogance, had assumed their fleets untouchable. They learned otherwise in hours. Human warships cut through them like blades through silk. Orbital bombardments turned once secure fortresses into oceans of fire. Our soldiers, hardened by generations of survival on a death world, landed in storms of steel. They did not falter. They did not negotiate. They erased. Entire alien battalions were silenced in minutes. Their commanders screamed for retreat, but humanity's fleets had already closed every escape. The audience across the galaxy fell into horrified silence as the spectacle twisted from sport to slaughter. The survival trial had become an extinction lesson. The broken council. By the third day, the council chambers were chaos. Species demanded the humans be stopped. Others begged for the trial to end. The Vathari pleaded for protection, but every feed showed the same truth. Humanity was no longer playing their game. Humanity was demolishing it. Dreadnoughts hung in orbit like judgment itself. Marines marched through conquered streets like storms. Entire alien weapons caches now bore human flags. The very rules of the trial had collapsed, replaced by something colder, sharper, more final. It was not survival, it was vengeance. The annihilation. The climax was not a battle, it was a reckoning. When the last Vathari command ship broadcast its surrender, it did so live, beamed to every corner of the galaxy. Its admiral begged for mercy. Humanity gave none. The dreadnought Saul's wrath opened fire, and the ship disintegrated in a blossom of fire seen from orbit. Billions of viewers across 1,000 species witnessed it, their feeds filled with humanity's cold answer. No words. No explanation. Only silence, fire, and the end of the so-called game. The aftermath of fear. The galaxy's verdict came swiftly. Humanity was banned permanently from the survival trial. Not because we had failed. Not because we had been weak. But because we had been too strong. The game had been designed for entertainment, for humiliation, for slow death stretched into spectacle. Humanity had turned it into a massacre. The Council declared Earth incompatible with civilized contests. Yet the truth, whispered across star systems, was far simpler. Never provoke Earth again. The whisper in the dark. In the aftermath, survivors spoke in hushed tones. Whole civilizations whispered of the broadcasts they had witnessed, of fleets blotting out suns, of soldiers who fought like storms, of vengeance colder than ice. No species laughed at humanity anymore. No one bet against us. No one mocked. The trial world lay in ruins, ash, and silence. And in that silence, the galaxy finally understood. Humanity does not play games of survival. Humanity defines them. And when forced to play, we do not stop at winning. We end the game forever. Final verdict. Human patience is vast. Our restraint is legendary. But when that patience breaks, when restraint is discarded, vengeance follows, and it is infinite. The galaxy's children will remember. The councils will tremble, and every whisper in the dark will repeat the truth. Banned from the alien survival game because we were too good.